Gateway Church elders have released another statement announcing the discontinuation of the Robert Morris Ministries radio and television programs. The deplatformation of Pastor Robert Morris follows the exposure of a child molestation story he has covered for years. Daystar, one of the largest Christian television networks, was the first to discontinue the airing of his sermons from its network, just days after he resigned as senior pastor of Gateway on June 18th. This is what the network said in a statement released on X. "We are deeply grieved and saddened by the recent and very serious allegations against Pastor Robert Morris involving the sexual abuse of a 12-year-old minor. In light of these events and a recently released statement by Gateway's elders, Daystar's leadership has made the decision to remove all of Pastor Robert Morris' programming from our broadcasting schedule. The program was aired every day of the week except on Saturdays. The Robert Morris Ministries has since removed the access of this radio and television sermons from the Morris' website. Only this statement from the Gateway Board of Elders that is visible on the website homepage. It says, "From the Board of Elders of Gateway Church and the overseers of Pastor Robert Morris Ministries. Dear Ministry family, on Tuesday, June 18th, Gateway Church accepted the resignation of Robert Morris. He has stepped away from leading the church and all related ministries, including Pastor Robert Morris Ministries. The elders of Gateway Church learned that Pastor Robert's moral failure from more than 40 years ago involved a minor. We are heartbroken and grief-stricken for this woman who has carried this burden of abuse for decades. Pastor Robert's sin and his lack of transparency to the church's elders and leadership has disqualified him from continuing in his role as senior pastor at Gateway Church and as leader of Pastor Robert Morris Ministries. As a result, all future radio and television broadcast ministry from Pastor Robert Morris Ministries has been canceled. We are grateful for how God has used Gateway Church and Pastor Robert Morris Ministries to minister to so many people around the world for decades. Countless people have come to Christ, grown in their faith, and been ministered to in their time of need. We are truly humbled by what God has done through these ministries. We know God is on his throne even when it seems that everything around us is shaking. He is our firm foundation. We know he loves and cares for every one of you, and we encourage you to continue looking to him as the source of hope and strength. Our prayer for you who have watched our television programs, listened to worship and the word on radio, and supported this ministry with your prayers and gifts can be found in Scriptures. Numbers 6:24-26. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. Blessings. Pastor Robert Morris Ministries staff. Pastor Robert, who was to officially retire in the year 2025, resigned in disgrace after Cindy Clemshire, a then 12-year-old girl, he molested in 1982. Robert had claimed to have confessed and gone through a restoration process, but the fresh details that Cindy shared proved he had been lying. In a statement released when he was forced exposed, Pastor Robert said, in March of 1987, this situation that is the reference to the molestation of the 12-year-old girl in 1982 was brought to light, and it was confessed and repented of. I submitted myself to the elders of Shady Grove Church and the young lady's father. They asked me to step out of ministry and receive counseling and freedom ministry, which I did. Since that time, I have walked in purity and accountability in this area. This was later refuted by Cindy, who said she was not a young lady when Morris abused her. I was 12 years old. I was a little girl. A very innocent little girl, and he was brought into our home. He and his wife, Debbie, and their little boy, Josh, trusted and preached at the church that my dad helped start, and then began grooming all of us to do this, which took me decades to wrap my brain around as an adult, she said. It went on for many years. He says there was no intercourse, but he did touch every part of my body and inserted his fingers into me, which I understand now is considered a form of drape by instrumentation. I was an innocent 12-year-old little girl who knew nothing about sensual behavior. An inquiry has already begun to get the true facts of this scandal. Elders who were on board when Cindy first wrote to Gateway Church in 2005 and James Morris, Robert's son, have since taken leave of absence to allow the investigations happen. We will keep updating you, and the story unfolds. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. God bless you.